Hello, greetings from Colorado Springs. My name is Lance Kohler, and I'm the broker-owner of the Cornerstone Real Estate Team. Today I'd like to cover another edition of Rental Owner Frequently Asked Questions. We'll say part one of a series of frequently asked questions, and hopefully we can address some of your most common questions. Today I'd like to talk about how long you've been in business. That's a commonly asked question by an owner who's interviewing a property management company, and I understand why. The investment property owner wants to know how long we've been in business, because the longer we've been in business or longer we've been involved in the business, the more experience we're likely to have and the more likely we are to remain in business or in that business. So me personally, I've been in the property management business for over 8 years. And Cornerstone Real Estate Team has been active under my ownership for 5 years. Another question that we get asked often in the interview process is how many properties do you manage? And I understand why that's important to an owner, because a company that may manage 20 single-family homes would not have the level of experience or the level of experiences that a company that manages 100 or 200 or 300 properties would have. Each of those comes with different challenges, but a company that's managing more properties has more experience in different situations, may have dealt with a little more chaos, a little more chaotic events, emergencies. They may have dealt with fire, flood, etc. Whereas a company with a fewer number of doors wouldn't have that wealth of experience. So at Cornerstone today, we manage 423 units. Now we manage a mix of multifamily and single-family homes for residential lease. So our portfolio today is 181 single-family homes, and the remainder are multifamily units, apartments. We manage 2 small apartment complexes. We manage several duplexes, multiple fourplexes, etc. We manage a 6-unit apartment complex. So about 2/3 of our portfolio is on the multifamily side, and roughly 1/3 is on the single-family side. So I tell you that, and I want to follow up with the staff that we have to support that. So we have 5 licensed property managers, and we have 2 assistant property managers, and we have a support staff that works behind the scenes to assist us in managing those properties. So we have a full-time admin assistant, we have a bookkeeper that works for us, we have an accountant. So we have that support staff to assist those property managers, and we have property managers to make sure that we're taking good care of your properties if you were to join us at Cornerstone. Another valid question: what are the management fees? So common question again as we're being interviewed. Our management fees are 10% of the collected income for the unit or property monthly. For the most part, for a single family home, that collected income is the rent. For a multifamily unit, that may include some utility payments or other payments that come in addition to the rent income. So that's 10%. We do charge a leasing fee. That's a new lease, putting a new tenant into a property. We do charge a lease extension fee, and that's a fee to extend a tenant who's already in place with a second lease. We'll do another inspection, we do the paperwork, we extend that lease, provided the tenant's taking good care of the property, etc. And we do charge a small monthly technology fee per unit, and that's just to assist us with the rising costs of marketing. Several websites we use now are charging marketing fees and the rising cost of our software and accounting systems, our property management software system and our accounting system. What I would like to cover, or also cover, is that we don't charge an onboarding fee. We don't charge a new account fee for a new owner joining us. We don't charge an onboarding fee for bringing you on board. We don't charge a new account fee for establishing a new account with us, or if you brought on a second property, we don't charge a fee for that. And we also don't charge any markup on invoices. So if we had a vendor go to your property and replace the disposal because the disposal had expired, it's beyond its useful life and it's stopped working, and it costs $90 to install that disposal, that's what you will get charged. The owner would get charged $90. We don't mark that invoice up to cover our costs of coordinating all that. And then another common question is, what will my property rent for? What will I get for my property? If I decide to lease my property, what can I expect to receive for rent income? And so first, I'd like to point you to our website. We have a free market analysis tool on our website that you can fill out, and they send you a complete report on your property, which is fairly detailed. It'll break it out by zip code. It'll show you comparable properties to your property based on size and based on location, typically by zip code, but often if they can, they'll narrow it down to neighborhoods. It'll also give you common rent rates and a plus or minus variance that you can expect based on the current market conditions. So that's a great tool. Feel free to use that if you'd like. We use that when we do assessments for new owners, or if we're a property that we're managing and we want to make sure we're keeping up with the market rents, and maybe the lease is being renewed or we're putting it back on the market, we'll use that tool. And then we'll also use several other reports. So we'll look at the multiple listing service, the MLS in our area. We'll pull some other internet reports. We use the free market analysis. And then we also look at market trends, because what somebody paid to rent a property, a similar property or a property similar to yours in your neighborhood 6 months ago may be quite a bit different. Over the last several years, we've seen incredible growth in the rental market here in Colorado Springs. There's been a lot of demand. That may change, and there may not be as high demand. So we want to adjust that and make sure that we're giving you the best recommendation on a listing price for your property. I hope this was of value to you and provided you some answers to some common questions that rental owners have regarding property management company and how things operate within the property management company. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to us on our website or on our social media platforms. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.